Hello and welcome to our library trustee meeting, July 10th. I want to remind you this is being recorded. Are there any additions or changes to the agenda?
Can I ask that when we talk about the shed, we also talk about getting the paint and the carpet?
So old business add for the shed decision plaques, carpet.
And paint.
All right, anyone else have any additions or changes? Okay, so let's take a look at the minutes. And thank you. It was a joint effort, wasn't it? Who did the minutes last meeting? Anyway, whoever did the minutes, thank you. I know.
I will make a motion to approve the minutes.
Do we have a second? Oh, go on. Yeah. Yes? Okay, we have a second?
A second.
Do we have discussion? All those in favor of accepting the June 5th minutes, say aye, please. Aye?
People, because I wasn't here.
Oh, I can't vote either one. I can't. I
I
can have a motion.
actually did the minutes, can I say,
You had no vote on it. That's right, you're the one, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so moved.
Okay.
So the financial report.
I will give a very brief report. Roberta sent her lovely kind of highlight sheet along. I'm not gonna try and translate any of it. She did say, looking at where we landed for the last period of our expenses. So the sheet that has everything that we spent, there's a blue and a yellow highlight at the top for period 12. Even though we are over with the way that grants came out and everything else, she thinks that we were actually about 12,000 ahead, which is good.
Yeah.
So, if you have questions on how she thinks that, you can ask Roberta.
Is that the end of the fiscal year? or the
Yes.
Of the court, end of.
End of the fiscal year. So July 1,
Yeah.
we are anew.
Okay, yeah.
We will still have, on our period 1. Oh, sorry, period 1 is the one with the yellow and the blue, sorry. Period 12 has just the yellow. Because of when we got the grant for the shed, we'll still be off with our grant expenses and grant revenue for the rest of the year because we didn't spend all $10,000 before June 30th. So that will be marked on the sheet. We had that happen last year with the grants too. Hopefully that's the only kind of anomaly that will last throughout the year.
Does that create a problem? Like,
It's not a problem. I mean, all the money is accounted for. It just
Fine.
makes the reports off. It makes it look like it's off, even though it's not.
Any other questions about?
well, I read through her summary and it's hard to, she did a great job, but it's hard to kind of pull everything out. And I guess we'll just, so I'm leaving things just sort of with what she wrote up.
Mm.
And I'll just say as written by her and leave it that way.
I don't know if she has access to email while she's gone, but you could always,
Mhm.
I'm sure she would be happy to answer anything.
Yeah, because what I didn't understand was that our expenses were 175% of budget. Did we really go that far over budget?
Well, part of that, like that $7,000 for the shed is in there.
Okay.
She said
So-
the majority
But
of the variance is due to transfer out of prior year surplus to the capital fund with the $50,000 transference. So with
So that's
that,
not really an expense.
yeah,
it's
so
just
with
the
taking that
transfer.
transfer, yeah, so
Okay.
I think I'll be able to reword this according to what she's written.
Also, under library revenues, it says 1,411.48% of budget used.
That's
Yeah,
'cause of-
higher
again,
revenues
'cause of the
because of the grant,
So what
yeah,
does it look like we have?
yeah. So,
All right.
so she said, yeah, so she said the
Yeah.
revenues are over budget because of the grant.
Yeah.
The expenses look like they're
um,
over, way over the budget
Okay.
because we transferred out
Right.
the 50,000.
So
Um,
that isn't, well,
Just wanted to make sure I understood that.
huh,
and then there was some variance due to an unbudgeted salary increase, the new contract for IT services.
And you can kind of see where all of those are broken out on the expense sheet.
Yeah, yes.
So this IT service, 700 a month just for the library?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
been
we
the
had-
thorn in my side.
Yes.
Is that, sorry, Tim.
Not his fault.
No, but I wish the select board could have done something about that.
About the expense?
Well, only because it's so important for the library to provide computer expenses.
Yeah.
And yet we are paying an exorbitant fees to be able to do that because of the transfer of the.
Well, we're charged more because
We're
we have.
charged more because
more
we have
Yeah,
the five.
Yeah,
computers
yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever
and
number it is.
security and
So
everything.
it becomes sort of a catch 22 because we want to have more and more computers to provide for
Right,
people, but it
right.
costs us so much more to do that.
Yeah, and IT, I mean, when we changed this last contract, I was shocked by IT prices.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
saw.
it's
But
terrible.
that's what they are.
So we have to budget it and make the argument that we need more in the budget for IT things.
Mm.
Because.
Certainly, if we
Yeah.
want to
Yeah.
increase our
Yeah.
computer capacity for people, we will have to do that.
May I ask a question that's actually not related to the financial report, but as I see the Virginia Wellington Cabot Foundation grant in two places, it reminds me, did we write an appropriate thank you or response?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that we did.
We did.
And then we'll have a final
It's a
report
report.
to send to them
Okay.
too, like within a year of
Okay.
the grant date. So,
Good. Just wanted to make sure.
yeah.
Anything else on financial? Okay, let's move to the library. Report.
Warrants to sign?
Oh, yes,
Yes.
they're here.
That was there too.
Well, that's why I thought.
Yeah.
Oh, and so the warrants are a total of $1,508.77.
7,000. Why does the thing at the bottom say warrants of 7,640 approved?
I don't know,
Okay.
but these warrants that you will be signing are for 1508.
Look at it, yeah.
16.
And it's all 1508. And it's all just basic run of the mill stuff, nothing
Noteworthy.
really noteworthy, not that I remember, so. All right, are we ready for the librarian's report?
I am.
Okay.
Yes.
The 4th of July was lovely. It was not a trillion degrees out. The Rossies brought the goats again, which
Yeah.
of course are a huge hit. We brought 13 boxes and gave away 12.
Oh,
There
wow.
was a ton of people at this parade, though. I think it was much larger
Really?
than past years, and, I think that we need to try and recruit more people to walk with us
Yes.
next year. It was a struggle this year, and there, no, you don't have to be sorry, like,
Yeah, they were up there.
there was goat,
Six of them and the goats.
but
and
there
the
was goat
dogs.
wranglers, and then
Running.
Morrow drove the Dreamwalker van, so we lost a walker to
Oh,
driving the
okay.
van. So it was fine, and we should have more
But
people
we-
next year.
People who, well, maybe even friends.
What about the friends?
Yeah.
Friends of the library.
Yeah.
Why doesn't?
Yeah.
And people in the community, like.
And that's how we started with getting people to volunteer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
just,
But we might send some kind of an email out to the friends and just give them a heads up about it, that we'd like.
And even if you know anybody at, in the Alberg community who would
Yeah.
be interested and, or people from that library.
yeah,
So, you know,
Yeah.
people who are gonna be there already might
Mhm.
be interested in
yeah,
helping, cause we're now a known thing. People are like, oh, here come those people.
Yeah.
So they're, you know.
the books and the goats.
And goes. And I still get great responses when I say to the kids, You know, we're, with folks, we're teaching these goats how to breathe.
Well, they're at Dreamwalker Farm.
We borrow them from.
Oh,
from
so they're not the.
They're not the Rossies,
Yeah.
they just bring them.
Jocelyn.
Jocelyn.
Yeah.
So I was just curious why Jocelyn wasn't doing a little.
She isn't doing it this year, but driving the van was a
Yeah.
nice,
Yeah.
advertisement for her, and they all wore Dreamwalker t-shirts.
Yeah, yeah, next year. I am away on vacation starting tomorrow. Courtney will be covering the whole time, with the exception of July 19th, but we have coverage for that too.
that?
Yes, we do.
Oh.
Yeah, Bob is gonna work the morning and Diane's gonna work the second half,
Oh.
so thank you very much to both of them.
No problem, and have such a good vacation.
Thank you.
Bob, did you get the note?
Yes, yes. We're going to Oregon.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah. We have been getting so busy and programs are getting busy. There's tons of kids that have been around, which is great. We've started handing out the vouchers for the 3-2-1 challenge, which is kids or adults have to read 3 books, tell library staff 2 things about them, and then they get a voucher to Harborside for free ice cream. So, we've started handing out some vouchers for that, which is great. Our puzzle competition had all 3 team spots filled this last time. There was there was 9, 10 people there.
They were loving it.
And, the fastest team did a 300-piece puzzle in 25 minutes. It was bonkers. And then they did another puzzle before we closed at 7. So this team was on fire, but, yeah, and there's a whole list of things coming up. This is a busy month. We have new weekly art classes that are gonna run for the next 4 weeks on Wednesdays and Fridays. They both start this week. We have another round of scams and fraud led by David Eric, which will be great. The last one was really well attended. Vin's is bringing Raptors to Camp Ingles again. That's always a crowd pleaser. And then Mr. K is coming to talk about animal camouflage and plant camouflage. So that will also be well attended. And I have on here too, you all had asked for employee evaluations to be handed out in July to prepare to talk about them before we do budget stuff in October, so everybody has an employee evaluation in your packet. And I think that is all I have.
Can I ask about that just in terms of timing? So we usually try to do it and have any feedback loop and stuff done for the September meeting, right?
I think so.
So that then,
When you say feedback, meaning feedback about.
so that we.
Like
fill
having it filled
we
out,
fill
right.
it out, so that we get a chance to, Diane or whomever.
It actually, Linda has.
Linda did it last year.
Right. So I just wanted to make sure that that was still our schedule. We'd try to have this.
So we would
to go by-
have these. Or something like this, some feedback ready.
Ready by
Yeah,
September.
by September, and then we go into executive session.
I would think so.
Okay.
Um,
Do we have an August meeting?
No, we don't, we have to call it, we don't.
Oh, okay,
have an
okay.
well, that's why I was wanted to just double
Oh,
check
okay,
this
so-
because, but this is just the library director. We're doing the assistant director.
I do the assistant.
You do the
does,
assistant,
yeah,
we don't-
okay.
That's what we started last
Yep,
year.
yep.
Yeah.
Right.
So we fill out the evaluation, we figure out somehow,
To get them
To get
to you.
Okay.
or to Linda.
Or to Linda.
Yeah,
Linda's
Linda.
driving.
And then at the September meeting, we do an executive session to discuss it with Linda, and then Linda will discuss it with you.
Have a meeting,
Right.
isn't that what you did last year?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then we'll have it in time
the
for budget
October
planning
budget.
in October.
Yeah,
Good, good, good.
just wanted to be sure.
Thank you for bringing that up. Can you think of anything else about the library's report or questions for Carolyn about anything that's going on?
What was the one of the 3-2-1?
Oh, 1 free ice cream.
Oh, one for you, that's right. That's a big one, okay. I guess the books are supposed to be big.
Okay, how about the building report?
Want me to,
Go for it.
all I have to say is, all right, the carpet quotes, right? We have,
And they're in everyone's packets
Yes,
again
so
to be refreshed.
so we wanted, didn't we want to decide, like, I guess you and I both want flooring 360.
Yeah, I think
They're
that flooring 360, which is on top of the carpet packet, is the best. They have worked with libraries before. They offer the most help in moving shelves and moving things around, which we definitely need.
So
I don't think they're the most expensive.
I think they're all pretty close, right?
They're in the middle.
They're all, yeah,
They're in the middle.
so,
And they left all of these flooring samples are theirs anyways, so.
and also I contacted them about doing the carpet for the shed,
Right.
so they could do something for that.
Yeah,
Which would be like $1,000.
okay. Do they have, they have samples for that?
Are these the samples?
I think they said it would be all the same.
Oh, really? He said to use industrial, not indoor, outdoor.
Okay, so it will be different.
So it's the same as this?
Is this
I
industrial?
don't know if this is industrial or just this. Commercial, it's different, if there's a difference between commercial and industrial. So maybe it's all the same.
So we don't have any samples of the industrial, is that right?
For this shed, I guess we have, no. I told him we were meeting today, so we would talk about it. And I guess I could get, I'm gonna be in Burlington tomorrow. And Monday.
Or would they, if they're gonna be, if we approve this and they're gonna be starting this, they could probably bring samples with it, right?
They're not gonna do the library carpet until this winter. We're gonna have to close for like
Right.
3 to 5 days to do the library. So,
So the shed would be hopefully sooner.
Yeah,
No.
after
Wait,
we paint it.
I mean, I think that,
So this is.
that we wanna paint it first.
Right.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah. To talk about what you and I. yes.
Well, I had talked about, well, yeah, my weekend schedule is totally gone.
I know, I was gonna say you were a little late. Wow.
Well, I was anxious to.
You want to paint it on Saturday.
I want
Let's
to
all
paint
paint-
it Saturday. then. It's like
okay.
that. But I do feel that we ought to come up with some kind of at least a general hue of what we're looking for in carpet and then let, you know, Melissa, I mean, if it's $1,000, it's gonna be some kind of an industrial grade. I mean, I'm tempted to go with something that is more brown just because
Mud,
of mud, and I think that a darker gray is just too depressing. I mean, I just,
Yeah.
Brown's
For
kind
me-
of depressing.
yeah, it is, but at least it's gonna
how about a
cover,
greenish?
green could work.
That's a more.
I would say blue or green is lakey. That's my thought.
What'd you say?
Blue or green brings in kind of elements of the lake
Yeah.
and nature.
I could live with that, it's pretty, either of those is pretty.
Yeah, either of these.
So,
So if they have something like that in
What's-
in
They
industrial,
have something like that, one of them is.
That's modeled, that's not, not.
Yeah, we want
right.
modeled.
We don't want solid.
Yeah.
One of those two.
what are the names?
Yeah,
of them?
those would be nice.
This one is,
I can just take it.
this one is Dean's List, and the other one is
Yeah, these names.
Track Meet.
Wow, they're all school related?
Yeah, it's called Home, it's called Home. Grown.
Homeroom or something.
Oh, no.
A whole moon.
Home
Okay, I get the theme.
Okay.
But they can do this a lot sooner, I'm hoping.
I would hope, I would think so.
I imagine it being a big job.
No.
Yeah.
they just roll it out and roll out a thing and.
Be done.
Names
No, I
and-
feel like they could just drop it off and we could just.
Um,
And then we can get the bookshelves in there.
All right. So the paint though, we want, now that we're on the.
Well, do we have, can we make a decision about who's carpeting the library this
Oh, that's
winter?
right.
Oh, I thought we decided to say one.
Is it just gonna be
Do we have?
flooring 360?
Yeah, you said you like
Okay.
the way
Like
they work
them.
and.
Yes, let's
help
help these
move
guys.
things.
Oh, we have to vote.
Do we need to take this to the select board since it's over $10,000?
Yeah, it's over
Okay.
3, so it has to go to the select board.
Okay.
Oh,
So we need to get that on the agenda for the next meeting.
It'd just be an approval of the expense.
Yeah. And we have the money for it, so.
Shouldn't be a problem.
letting y'all know.
As long as you
when
get-
is-
When's the next meeting?
Right, we're not asking.
The next meeting is, let me see,
July 21st?
that sounds right.
Yeah, that's the
I don't-
third,
oh.
that's the third Monday. Third
Yes,
Monday of the month.
first and third,
July 21st.
yeah.
And so who's going to bring that to the select board?
I'd be happy to.
Okay,
5 o'clock? 6 o'clock?
5:15.
That's right.
and you probably have to contact Corinne to get it on the schedule, get us on the schedule.
Thanks. So I can let them know that, maybe I should wait, so, should I wait to tell them until you take it to the select board?
I don't know.
Because if we talk,
You could tell them and tell them what it's
Yeah.
pending, but that it's,
Most likely.
it's
Most likely.
I'm
it's gonna
probably
get
gonna
approved.
talk to them about shed.
Yeah, we don't need
Yeah.
approval on that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right,
With that,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so we're
Yeah.
gonna, for the
Yeah,
select
let's
board,
see if you could get on the schedule,
Mm.
and I don't know if they want a deposit or not, you know, they might have to wait till the 22nd. To get
Right.
a deposit.
so I'm going to tell the select board that we've had 3 estimates.
Mhm,
We're choosing the middle one.
mhm,
We have the money.
mhm,
We
Yeah.
just need approval
Yeah.
to spend $10,300.
right.
Okay.
And another reason going with them that I can see is you don't have to move stuff.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, they move it. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Take care of that, yeah.
that would be.
What else in the building report? Just took care of the carpets, the flooring.
Oh, I still haven't heard about paving or the tree work, so that's still just waiting to hear.
There. What about, where did we leave it with shelves? I know people are gonna be scanning tag sales and
So
to find shelving.
we figured out the shelves we have, like
Mhm.
what shelves we have, we're gonna put in here.
Yeah.
So that was still one wall.
About half. We have
No,
about
no,
half of
we
Are
what
we
We're
we
gonna
gonna
use the
shelve it for
bookcases
half of
that
it.
are here?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
start with that, and
Okay.
in the meantime, just keep our eyes, on. Don't feel like we have to fill it all at once.
No, but we should still be looking.
Oh, yeah. yeah.
But we have time. We need to get it painted and floored.
Right.
What about this volunteers to paint it thing?
I was gonna wait till we were on the shed stuff for that.
Okay, okay. So we're still on the building report. Okay, so let's move, any more on building before we move to old business? No,
All this stuff.
okay, in old business, the first item up is the update on the new library sign.
So Kenny stopped by last week, and we kind of made the executive decision that, he's gonna wait until September. He is really busy right now. He doesn't want to mess up our summer traffic by pulling the sign out. I know you had offered to put in a temporary sign, but he's just gonna leave it, and he is aware that we want the hour sign to be safe from the snowplow and above snowbanks. So, he's happy to have the project capped, at $1,200. And so we'll work on this in September,
Okay,
which he was happy to do.
so the garden underneath, is that Mama's Garden's taking care of that?
I kind of assume so. It's all the same plants that are around the foundation.
Right, so are
I-
they gonna weed out that sorrel bit that's there?
I also
they also
assume
need
so.
more-
I haven't even had a chance to like
Okay.
email her to see if
It
that's
needs
what they
more
did.
dirt too.
Okay, I'm gonna let them like
Okay, do
figure
their thing.
that out.
Okay,
good, thanks.
cap at what? I'm sorry.
1,200.
1,200.
So, now for shed decisions, we've got 3 decisions to make. Looks like the carpet we maybe already have, but plaques and paint. So let's start with plaques.
I have pretty strong feelings about this as I talked to you, because when I was reading the minutes, and you were talking about a Bev and Bob
Right.
plaque, and I feel very strongly that if we're gonna have a plaque, it needs to be a plaque that's gonna include any and
Everyone.
all of our large donors.
Totally
In
agree.
the past and in the future.
Yep.
So while Bev and Bob have been very generous, I know there've been some other people in town that have
Yeah.
also been generous, and we want to encourage generosity from
Yes.
even more. So I would I would recommend that we not have a bed and bob camp, but that we have a plaque for our big donors, and I don't know what that amount would be, you know, maybe we have a
10,000 and up.
10 or 25 or something, that allows for space for us to put.
Keep at it.
I think we can have something along, like, that looks like the volunteer plaque that's inside the library. So it says like a blurb about what it is, and then there's like lots of smaller plaques
Those are
where
like little.
the person's name is engraved on it. Yeah, so I think that would be easy to do.
That would be. a nice way.
Vermont Trophy and Award is who we use for stuff like that, and that there's tons of, we can customize it however we want. So once we have the wording figured out and how many slots we want, it's easy to,
And where will that go? On the outside of the building or
I think it should go on the inside.
inside?
So,
Yeah, I don't know if it would be weatherproof.
Yeah.
The outside.
Okay.
I mean, I really don't want to take anything away from the camps, but
No.
I do want to acknowledge that other people have been
Right.
generous.
Yeah.
No, I think that's a
that's
great
good.
catch.
What do you think would be a good cap? You're more familiar with what the contributions are.
Oh, I mean, like getting those two 50,000 donations back to back was an extraordinary
Right.
thing. I mean, like $5,000 is a huge donation. Next down from that, we don't get a lot of 10 or 20 or 25. Like 500 to 5,000, like is kind of,
when you say
Where
past,
people
like how
live.
far back, you know, like,
Well,
if it
I
was a
mean,
$5,000
I-
donation 5 years ago.
I don't know. I mean, I normally would make it a little higher than 5,000 only because unless you wanted to have like categories of donations or something, which you could also do. I guess we don't get a lot of big donations, but Hope Springs Eternal, and I want to thank that.
well, and would it start with the camps and the Foley estate? Because they were the two biggest, and then
And
just
the-
going forward, whoever is
They're
added,
specifically designated, weren't they? for-
neither one was.
Either, gotcha, okay.
So I think that that's
That's
fine to do.
But
Um,
what cap would you say? Over 10,000 or more?
Normally I would, but I guess if we're really not getting it, I mean.
We're small potatoes.
We're small potatoes, but on the other hand, we don't want a plaque that's gonna be that long.
Right, that's
5,000
right.
is a generous donation
Yeah,
That's a good
yeah.
for a
donation.
rural community.
1,000?
Five.
But I think you're right that we could sort of do categories.
That's
You
a
know,
lot. That's what.
50,000 and above, we'll probably have two and never have another.
Like
slot
golden,
again.
Right.
golden status and
Platinum.
platinum,
Platinum.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, we could do it. platinum,
I mean, you
gold,
could do like a
silver.
platinum of 25,000 and up, and then you could do a gold of 15 to 25 or something, and then 5 to 10, I don't know.
Maybe people who go in there and see that
And
will think, hey, I'm gonna put this in my,
Yeah.
memorial, like
Yeah.
when my estate, like when I die, this is something I would
You know,
want to.
and
leave somebody.
especially if we write the plaques that says at behest or bequeath or whatever the thing is called. No, but I mean, as opposed to being given an active check
Mhm.
and being in someone's will, I mean, if you can word the little plaque in such a
But it doesn't
way.
have to be a will. I mean, this is a big,
No, but.
a big, people are starting to have to take their minimum distribution.
Right.
And you can make a contribution straight from that to a nonprofit.
Good.
So we can always say in a newsletter at some point.
Right,
Yeah,
Good.
so we still have to figure out what those
Well,
categories.
can we look at like what other places, like I'm just thinking on. Island Arts, don't they have like?
Even,
I.
North Carolina Historical Society
Like they
has the.
Yes.
Like different
the-
categories.
The category of the 1,000 and, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure that's an
Let's
easy.
take a look at that and see if we
Okay.
can,
Yeah.
but I think 5,000.
Vermont Trophy and
The
Award might be a good
donations
place
to
to look
the-
to see what
Mm.
their actual.
Where they-
plaques
It's
look
like
like.
somewhere.
Yeah, they might have some good examples.
I can Google that, see if they have
Yeah.
anything.
Okay. So let's see, we've made the decision about the plaque and the carpeting, what about paint?
So I put in 2 quotes, well, 1.5 quotes for paint. Nobody likes the idea of painting all of the surfaces in there. And also think, because it's not a flat wall. Because it takes much more time to go in and out and paint all of the nooks and crannies. They also think that because the wood is So dry and new, it will absorb a lot of paint. So Chris Ward of Lakeside Painting gave us a quote of $2,500 with the caveat that he is quite busy this summer. Joe Kaminsky from Rent a Neighbor was here earlier this week. And decided to pass along our information to somebody else.
Sorry, I shouldn't
Cause
have
he's
said I
so
reached
busy.
out
No,
to you.
that's okay. That's okay. However, there is a third, maybe Hail Mary option here.
Oh.
There's a group of campers at Camp Abenaki who are looking for a project.
Like a.
However, it might have to be next week that this is done, which would mean somebody would have to go and buy all the paint, get some paintbrushes, and let these folks know that these high schoolers can go nuts on the inside of this shed.
We let them do it.
I think it'd be great for them too.
Fabulous.
I am not able to go buy paint.
I'm gonna be in town tomorrow and Monday in Burlington. So then
You could go to Lowe's and
I
get,
could get,
how many
How,
volunteers?
do we know anything
No.
about their abilities to paint?
They are high school juniors,
It's not a, it doesn't have. it's
but
not
it
a
doesn't have to be
professional
perfect.
job.
will they?
They
be
can get it on
involved
the
in it?
floor. There will be adults with them.
Yeah, okay.
Their counsel, yeah,
So
it's,
they won't break into the paint fight.
and yeah, so it's
We don't have to worry about.
a
them
group of
taping.
10.
Zoolander gasoline.
No, but we don't have to worry about them taping. We don't have.
We don't have to
worry
worry
about
about
that. We
I
don't-
mean, we can clean stuff up off the windows if they get it on the window.
Yeah.
We have 2 windows.
They can
like-
tape the windows if they.
But it like,
How many people would we be? I mean, like.
so they have a group of 10 people. They're counselors in training, high school juniors. They need community service for a couple hours of their training. I think if they all come and do it, that would be a couple hours.
That would be fabulous.
But we need to make sure that somebody, like, if somebody wants to contact the gentleman in charge, John Cupiers, his phone numbers are both on the sheet with the painting quotes.
I can.
So if you wanna call him and be like, I'm going to get paint, I can meet you whenever, like, have at it.
So they definitely wanna do this.
And I would recommend getting that white mold resistant.
Yeah, I get it, yeah, right, yeah.
How much?
I would say at least 5 gallons
Nice.
from what people were saying.
I think it's less than that, but I bet it, you buy it at Lowe's unopened gallons. If it's not mixed paint, if it's just straight white paint, you can probably return it.
I have to go to Lowe's because I have.
Oh, yeah,
I
'cause-
have to return.
Give some of those
Yeah.
trays.
Yeah,
Yeah.
To
So
pour it
they
in.
can
Right.
get like 5 or 6 rollers and get about eight or 9 brushes and then, you know.
And some of that blue tape?
I
The
would-
tape in behind?
there's not really anything to tape
I
off. I
have a
mean,
bunch of blue tape.
Okay, great,
that I can
great.
bring some.
And and if
Are-
it's just straight white, you can return it.
So wait, how many, because I looked it up yesterday and it's for two, what was it
It was
12 by 20? Yeah.
it's 12
yeah,
by
it was like
20.
2 gallons.
It said.
That's what they-
2
Yeah.
gallons, but you might wanna get
It's two
extra
parts.
just because
I'll get
it is gonna
Four.
fuck up a lot.
Are
I just-
you able to front the money
Yeah.
for this project?
Yeah.
Okay, cause that paint is not cheap.
I know.
Okay,
But I-
okay.
And then say.
But the library will reimburse you, save you a receipt.
Ceiling too? Or
No,
That makes it easy.
yeah, they just have to go around.
I do
The
have
walls,
a
that's
gallon,
it.
but it's ceiling fan. Gonna go on the wall, like I was gonna charge this.
So.
I would just do it all the same people.
You will contact
I'm
John.
gonna call.
Thank you.
and
Thanks for
say-
doing that.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I can't
The
do
only
any
thing
volunteer.
that we haven't talked about yet is lighting.
And Tracy came by to, see what we wanted to do. I haven't gotten an estimate yet from him. And he's also was going to talk to the select board to see if he would be paid as Tracy the electrician or Tracy the town employee.
Okay, this is.
So we have to, yeah, we have to wait and see what he says.
Do we need that on, is that something he's taking up with the select board?
That's what he said he was going to
Okay,
do.
okay.
Yeah.
And that can be after it's been paid.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It can be whenever.
And it could be even after the carpet.
Oh, for
Okay,
sure.
good, good.
I just wanna make sure it's on the schedule to get done.
Yeah.
So that. we
Yeah.
can Get this.
Open
Yeah,
it
cause
up.
we have these like 3
Yeah,
things that have
people
to
are
get
excited
done.
About it. opening up.
And really, I mean, we can go ahead without electrical.
Yeah.
If the walls and carpet are done quickly, so
Okay.
that's fine.
That's very exciting that the campers are gonna do it next
Well, we
week.
don't, we should, like, what if they, You talk
Yeah.
that?
Well, do you wanna call him tomorrow
call him,
and see what he says?
Yeah. I'll call him tonight.
Or call him tonight, yeah.
Call him right now.
Okay, so it looks like.
Thank
we
you,
talked
Melissa.
About
Yeah.
the
Thank you.
plaque, the carpet and the paint. Thank
Mhm.
you. How about action on meeting with the Friends of the Library group? Remind me. what
No,
that-
I put that in because I wasn't sure where we stood with that. I
Yeah,
knew
it's
that that
fine.
was going to be discussed at the last meeting involving the Friends of the Library group more. Or at least having them come to a meeting so that they could,
He did, but it wasn't really, it was more about.
I had brought it up because I didn't know any of
Right.
them.
And maybe doing a
Didn't know what-
social or something?
Thought that if we did some kind of an event, you know, maybe it's not until we do an opening of the
That's
shed.
right.
But I remember thinking, first of all, at one point we were talking about the Friends had money they wanted to. put
Right, so
towards
we
the
wanted
they
shed.
did,
Find out.
and they were going to pay for the shed.
Yeah, but so far we.
Well, they were gonna pay for overages,
We were.
like outside of the
okay,
grant.
so
Well,
we
one
don't-
person told me they were gonna. They had
Oh,
So that's what I was unclear, was anything over $10,000, is that coming out of their budget or is that coming out of our budget? And then I thought, we need to talk to these people and have a better.
Well, I
thought
wanted
we
to,
said we were waiting,
we
we were having a
talked-
meeting, they were, the Friends were having a meeting with.
Are they have, I don't.
they haven't scheduled anything yet with me,
No,
so.
not with us, but they were having.
No, I mean to be at the library. They haven't scheduled
Somebody
anything
was having
yet.
a Meeting and then to decide.
They were gonna have a
Right.
meeting and come up with a number,
And we were gonna, somebody.
and they were gonna tell.
And they never had that, they haven't had that
yeah,
thing
and,
yet.
and we talked also about maybe having somebody come to one of our meetings
Right.
and just discuss what would they like to know from us and what should we know from
Mhm.
them, about
Well,
what they want to do for us and
With us.
we can tell them
I
with
think
us.
getting to know, right, 'cause I don't know.
So who, if we were going to invite somebody to a meeting, would we invite the head person or?
That's what I would assume. Mary DiTilio is the
Oh,
president.
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah,
So maybe we should invite Mary. Do you want me to write to Mary and ask her
Sure.
if she
Is
wants
it
to come to a
September
meeting?
meeting? Because we won't have one in August.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does that sound okay to everybody?
I mean, yeah, I would say unless you want to do something social, like we've done in the past with the friends and trustees.
I can see opening up having like a little grand opening of the book fair, book library thing,
And-
with them.
I would
with the-
almost rather do that than have them come to September, because I think our September meeting could be pretty busy. We've
Mm.
gotta start, we've gotta talk about the evaluation.
Yeah.
We've got to start thinking about the budget. We've got to start, we've got those kinds of things that we need to start
Well, what I-
doing up.
What I could do is write to Mary and say, how does it sound that if, when we're ready to open up the shed to have a little gathering with the Friends of the Library, and then we can all sort of.
That'd be great.
A grand
Everybody can
opening,
meet
then
everybody.
do it together.
That'd be great, and have them all. as opposed to
Grand
just-
opening, they can help us move the books. We could, as you said, have hot dogs, have,
Yeah,
Mhm.
we'll
because
get
I'd like
Mike,
to meet them all, not just the one person.
we'll get Mike
Yes.
Brett there.
I'll write to.
Yeah, we do need to get Mike.
For that, when we have an opening, when we have a grand opening, I'll get on it.
So
Yeah.
I will call,
Thank you, Betsy.
yeah, to Mary.
Absolutely.
Okay, so that's it for old business right now. For new business, approval of the carpet expenditure in the carpet color.
Oh,
Should
I
we,
think we kind of did that.
yeah, I don't think we need to vote on that.
yeah.
No. Okay, then the other thing is, should the assistant librarian cover when Carolyn is out of town?
So that's.
I don't know who.
So that was something Angie brought up and I guess, I don't know how this started, but I mean, maybe it was asking for volunteers to do some covering
Mm.
and she was just wondering, shouldn't that be the job of the assistant
Mhm.
librarian? But I think you usually try to not
Yeah,
overlap at the
it's
same time.
Usually like one day a year that our schedules just happen to overlap.
Okay,
So it's not,
so I think
often.
that's
Yeah.
But I
sufficient. It was just a question and since it came up, wanted to make sure it was
Yeah.
discussed.
But can we talk about that a little bit more? Because I think if it's one day a year, every now and then, that's one thing. If they're both gone the exact same week or the exact same 2 weeks, is that okay? Because maybe that's fine. I'm not saying it isn't. I'm just saying, I think we should understand whether that is okay or not.
I think it's pretty rare and I think Courtney and I try to schedule like not at the
To
same
work
time.
around it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We try to work around each other's summer schedule.
And in this case, Bob and I could slide in.
Right,
And if that were to ever happen again, I'm pretty sure we'd get. be able to
Yeah,
cover that. But it's not gonna
I
become
just
a
wanted
common
to
thing.
be sure
Yeah.
that we understood that that was one of those one-offs as opposed
Yeah.
to. Yeah.
So, anything in communications?
Did we get any communications?
oh, I have no idea, I don't think so.
Have you noticed any difference since we stopped using the Islander to advertise stuff and just use? Has that made a
I
difference?
think it has. I think more people have said, I saw your thing in Front Porch Forum. That's
So
why
it's
I'm
been more
here.
positive.
I think, yeah,
Okay.
so I think it's been better.
Good.
I think it's been better.
Hopefully they saw the cancellation of the bug session.
I would imagine so, but Courtney will figure it out.
That's great.
It'll be okay.
Okay, so then, oh, we have executive session tonight.
We do.
Well, that's what it says.
Yeah.
Do we?
Yes, I took everybody's comments. There was supposed to be an executive session. So we have to go into the executive session, to discuss with the executive session.
See you later.
Thank you so much for coming. Is there anything you want to tell us?
No, I just wanted to catch up with what was going on.
That's great.
I mean, It looks like a lot going on, but in September, I'll
Thank
be
you.
around October, when you're
Okay,
doing
good.
budget.
Good, and I will be at that select.
And if you want
It's nothing. about-
any assistance with.
Oh, I have to stop this, right?
Expense.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm just,
Yeah.
I'll see.
Do I have to wait
Okay.
for her to say something?
Thank
No,
you.
Oh, yeah,
can
we have to adjourn this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we have a motion to adjourn this
I'll
meeting?
move to adjourn.
Second.
Well, I'll move to, I'm not moving to adjourn, I'm moving to go into
Right.
executive session.
Adjourn the regular to go into executive
Yeah.
second
Second,
discussion? Okay, let's go into executive session.
So that means we have to end that.
it's so bad.
Can you go into executive session?